Friends, page number 147, Unbeatable Supermom, Mary Kom. We have gone with the new words in the lesson. There had to be one successful story if Indians were to survive in sports, and we have that story now. Yes, friends, there was a time during the Olympic Games, other countries could have or they are able to get number of medals, and India could get only one gold medal at Olympic in those days, and it was only hockey, and other were 0, 0, 0, 0. That was our tally of the medals. So the poet opens the lesson with a very important line, and it is, if there had to be one successful story of Indians where to survive in sports, and we have that story. Now, why he says like this? Because except cricket, in the individual performances, we are nowhere in the scenario of the world sports and games. So, enough has been said about this great warrior who conquered the world. She fought, as you know very well, Mary Kom is a boxer. So the writer says she is the warrior, and enough has said about this great warrior, naturally, as she has won the medals at the international levels. So he says she has conquered the world. Enough has been said about this great warrior who conquered the world. This warrior, Miss Mary Kom, was the conqueror and the comrade, both. Conquer means to win. She is a conqueror and comrade, friends. She is famed as a 5 times World Boxing Champion and the only boxer to win a medal in every one of the 6 World Championships. Every, at least one. In the 6 World Championship, she has won the medal. That is the speciality of Mary Kom, and she is famous for this. In 2020 Olympics, she became the first Indian women boxer. We know, in the field of boxing, some years before, boxing and wrestling were the male dominant sport, and so Mary Kom, as she was the first women boxer and from India, in the 1912 Olympics, she became the first Indian women boxer to qualify and win. Not only qualify, but qualify and win. I have given you the example of P.T. Usha. She was qualified for the Olympics at Moscow, but she was not able to win the bronze, and she was away from that bronze medal in Moscow Olympics only because of the timing, and it was, how much it was? It was only 0.01 second. I have told you in the warming up of this lesson. That means she was able to qualify for Olympic, but she was not able to win. Here Mary Kom was qualified for the first time and she was able to win. So she became the first Indian women boxer to qualify and win a bronze medal in the 51 kg flyweight category of boxing. There are different categories of boxing, and in the 51 kg weight and flyweight category, she won the gold medal. Kom was born in the Kankhei village, Moirang Lamkhai, in Churchandpur district of rural Manipur in eastern India. Yes, whenever we say about India, many a times many people forget about the southeast. They went there, they enjoy there, but many a times we see from the many parts of India, they did not get the proper treatment. Though it is a part of our country, we must be proud of all southeast small states as our state, because India is the country with its rich, varied and heritage along with the people and the geographical situations. So here, as she belonged to the rural Manipur in the eastern India, which was not developed some years before, now the situation is different. You know very well. You learn much more about the geography, and I know you are the good watcher of the television and the different type of the news that comes to you. So you know this. She came from the poor family. Her parents, Mangte Tonpakom and Mangte Akhamkom, were tenant farmers who worked in the Zoom fields. It is a very laborious type of the field. It is not like us, the farmers working in Maharashtra or the farmer working in Punjab with their tractors and all the good equipments of the agriculture and farming. But Zoom farming, as you may have learned in geography, you have to cut down the trees in the forest. That is called as clearing. You have to make the clearing in the forest. Then you have to plow the forest. You have to clean, harrow it. Then you have to sow it. But after sowing, it is not guaranteed that you could reap the cultivation that you have done. You have to keep that crop from the forest animals, from the deers and other type of the herbivorous animals which enters now and then in the forest cultivation. So every second of the Zoom farming is a laborious thing. But what will they do? That they have to face. And so, as she belonged to the poor family and her father and mother were the tenant farmers in the Zoom fields. At the same time, not only the laborers, but always it is shifting cultivation. This year you have to cultivate in the proper place, and in the second year you have to leave it and you have to go to the another place. Again the same thing you have to do for the farming. So the laborers farming type the Zoom fields are. Kom grew up in a humble surrounding, helping her parents with the farm related chores, the working of the farm. You know very well, Indian farming, I dare to say that 75 and more than 75 depends on the women and not the men. But we say Indian farmer means male farmers, that is in our mind. But out of 100 works of the farming, more than 75, I would like to say 90% of the farming work is done by the females of India, women of India. Here also, Mary helped her parents with the farm related chores, at the same time going to school and learning athletics initially. She had interest in athletics initially, and later, after some years, boxing simultaneously. She has not left athletics nor boxing simultaneously. But the interest in the boxing was there in the latter years. Her father was a keen wrestler in his younger age. Yes, his father was a wrestler. She had an eager interest in athletics since childhood. And the success of Dinko Singh, the fellow Manipuri, returned from 1998 Bangkok Asian Game with a gold medal. Her fellow Dinko Singh received the gold medal in the Bangkok Asian Games, and that was the inspirational event for the youngsters in Manipur. Com recollects, she said, she remembers, Com recollects, had inspired many youngsters in Manipur to try boxing. And of course, she too thought of giving it a try. And now, in this way, it was the inspiration for her of the Dinko Singh. And now she turned to the boxing. Mary Com's career started in 2000 after her victory in the Manipur State Women's Boxing Championship and Regional Championship in West Bengal. That was the opening for her in the field of boxing. In 2001, the next year, in 2001, she started competing at international level. She was only 18 years old when she had her international debut at the first AIBA, means the Amateur International Boxing Association Women's World Boxing Championship in United States. Yes, she was only 18 years old when she took part at United States, winning a silver medal in the 48 kg weight category, and there she won the silver medal in the 48 kg weight category. Her greatness is seen, is reinforced means strengthened. She made it strengthened by the way she apologized the whole nation for not being able to win the gold. Though she has won the silver, she took the sorry of the country, and that was the greatness of her personality. The strength in her personality reinforced by the way she apologized the whole nation for not able to win the gold. She is a legend, for sure. For sure. She is a legend and an idol for all the sports women to look up to. Naturally, many young girls now are watching Mary Kom as their inspirational idol. Thank you, friends.